Okay, back to dragon eggs, everyone. So the first eggs I wasn't crazy about. I used the little petal cutter, and I thought they looked more like pine cones than eggs. My gosh, can you see that lightning? We are having crazy storms today. Okay, so these were the first one, and I wasn't crazy about them. So then I started making the petals by hand and making them smaller. I don't have the best lighting happening right now. And those kind of worked. So I'm about halfway done with that one. And then I decided I'd give the cutter a try again and layer them closer together. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I know that the colors are off. This is just a base color. I'm going to be airbrushing them later. Airbrushing, and then I'll take a dry brush to them and use some petal dust and age them, and I think they'll look cool. Okay, so I'm just going around. This is the small end of the egg, so the point of our petal, aka scale, is going towards the small end of the egg. And I tried stacking them in different ways and comparing them to pictures, and I ended up with just literally just going around the egg um, this way, kind of keeping them together this way and going down the egg. Does that make sense? I tried staggering them and stuff, and it didn't look right. So I just said, okay, we're just gonna go around the egg. So these I'm stacking really quite tight. So I'm still very much in the trial phase here of this project, because whenever I'm making something that I haven't done before, I always have to try it and then do the real thing. So I have to do like mock-ups on everything, or I don't sleep at night. I have to know what's going on, what my plan is. Okay, it's kind of looking cool. And if you can imagine it, finished up with, of course, darker color and aging, I think we have a winner. Okay, so I'm just going to start another row. When I start another row, I do start in between. So I put the point of the next row in between the prior row. The prior row. There you go. I need a little water here. Now, if you hear big booming or weird noises in the background, oh, and lightning, sorry. There's still the storm happening. And there goes my neighbor with the cutest dog in the whole world. Would it be weird if I asked him if it could take him for walks? Think he'd think I was just a weirdo? Maybe, huh? Would it be worth it? Maybe. The puppies would love it. They are the friendliest, sweetest dogs. And they always come and run over and see me, and I just love it. Opie's not crazy about them. But Opie's not crazy about much of anything except for chicken. But he's a chicken, he don't care. He's in timeout, by the way. We've had crazy storms all day. And I went out to get the mail. And who runs out in the middle of the storm? Opie. Who had to chase him? Me. So he's in timeout thinking about his choices. Of course, he's in timeout with chicken, so I'm not sure it's really a punishment. Ooh, lightning. I need to get new petal cutters. I don't like these plastic ones. They don't do finished edges very well, and I hate that. And by finished edges, you can kind of see on the edges of these, and there's kind of leftover, it's like jaggedy. Metal cutters will give you a sharper, cleaner edge. So I need to jump online sometime tonight and do that before I forget. Oh my gosh, if you could bottle what I'm smelling right now with the storm, seriously, world peace, for real. It's just, oh, it's everything. I'm gonna see if my son will take me up the canyon tomorrow, and I'll take some videos of the river, because it's getting really warm and we still have a ton of snow. So the rivers are going to be spectacular. Look how cute this is. Okay, yep. Winner, winner. For real. I'm just going to finish that up real quick. Might as well stay online and do it. I'm home alone, so. Cornstarch. Oh my gosh, it's so sticky. It's humidity in the air. It's killing me. And I think I've said that in the past 4 videos. But I'm in Utah. I grew up here. This is the desert. So when it's humid, I nearly die. I would never survive anywhere humid. Had a friend who lived in Hawaii for a while, and she said that her bath towels never dried. They were always damp. Her barrettes that she would wear in her hair, if they were metal, they would rust. Whoops. And she says your clothes are never dry. Oh, and can you imagine my hair? Oh my gosh, my hair. My hair, I'd look like Monica on Friends. For real, I would. I'd have that do. Different color, but that's what I would look like. Probably worse. Oh, what am I worried about? It's always piled on top of my head anyway, so that doesn't matter, does it? It would be comical, though. So I've been really using this activity. Hello, Thunder. I think that was Thunder. I could be wrong. Anyway, I've been using this as my anxiety reliever when I'm feeling overwhelmed or thinking about things I shouldn't be thinking about. I run up here and kind of get lost in work for a while. And right now it's working quite well. I've had a couple issues, but not terrible. So whatever works, right? Oh my gosh, I got an email from Thanks today, and I'll share it on my blog. It's it's a little bit wrong, but it is so spot on. It's truth, so it is what it is. I don't know. I heard from the SSHL peeps today too, and they've made some breakthroughs with the cochlear, so I'm kind of excited to read about that. I guess we'll see. I'm super excited about having someone drill on my skull again. But it can't hurt to have the information and make an informed decision. Uh-oh, what did I set that for? I don't remember why I set that. Okay, I'm keeping the less than pretty side up, and that's the side that I'm dampening so that the nicer side is facing outward. A couple of these guys over here have too much water, so we're going to take some off and share the love over here. Oh, look, I've got gold in here. Be totally fine. Oop, you are upside down, fella. Okay, just keep going around and around. All right, hold on, y'all. Got to go over here and start up. I was actually watching Game of Thrones. I think it's only appropriate that I watch that while I'm doing this. And see, I'm kind of just not being real careful. I'm just sticking them on here, and it's turning out quite good. Oh my gosh, that breeze and that smell. Oh, it's everything. Okay, I was in season 7. Okay. Dragon eggs. Dragon eggs happening over here. Night King. I do not like you, pal. You are just... Oh, that's not the Night King. That's one of his, like, generals. Oh, this is where they're stealing one of the dead to show Cersei. Okay, if you're a Game of Thrones person, notice how when they show her that dead thing and it's running at her, like, nobody really jumps to defend her. The Mountain does a little bit, but it's a little delayed. But Jaime, Cersei was the last thing on his mind. He didn't give a rip. And I love how it was on a dead run for her. It was so perfect. Oh my gosh, and how much do you love the Hound? I love that guy. I wish he could have survived. Just like push the mountain out window or something. I don't know, he might have been blind though, huh? After what happened. No, he had a rough life. Oh my gosh, when they catch that dead one and he screams, like I can hear that, but it's horrible. But I think it really is horrible. I think everybody hears it and it's a nightmare. Okay, look how cute this is. Oh, it's gonna be so adorable. Yep, I'm loving it. Okay, they look like they're a little lined up. I'm not crazy about that. This side's a little better. However, I seriously studied pictures of Daenerys as she's holding the green one. I think it's at her wedding. Or when she puts it in the fire. Did she put the green one in the fire? I don't know. She's holding one. And I stared at it today forever. And the little spiky, these things, what do we call them? Scales. They were really off too. Like some were in between each other and others were lined up like this. So I guess it's okay and I won't sweat it too much. I had some water on there. I don't want water in there. Jeez, my son is still not home from work. He got off at 9. Oh my gosh, that's almost 2 hours. Gotta check my email or my text messages quick. Oh, I'm hanging out with Zach. He sent that an hour and a half ago. Good to know. All right, hold on, my phone's not charging. Why aren't you charging? Oh, because you're not plugged in. Imagine that. Okay. Back at it. Oh, sweet Gendry. He ran the whole way. What happened? The dead trapped them. That's what happened. Get the dragons. Oh, there's the hound. I seriously adore him. He's kind of a jerk, though, for throwing rocks at the dead. You gotta love him. Okay, hold on just a minute, guys. Oops. Okay, hold on, guys. How do they make their swords catch on fire? Okay. Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, back at it. Okay, I think I've said it before. I'm in a temporary studio. And so usually not how I work. I actually stole one of my sewing machine tables out of my craft room to move it over here. So I'm working on different surfaces, and it's a rather small surface, but it's totally okay. It's just a little wonky. But for mock-ups, it's perfect. And I get to see out the window and see what's happening in the world. So if anybody's ever chased a cat in the rain, and was it just rain? It was like rain turning into hail, coming down in buckets. So if you've ever chased a cat in those conditions, let me know. Just wondering. I did that today. Good times. He's such a turkey. One day he's going to go running out there, and our neighbor's dog is going to be out there, and Opie's going to probably just die on the spot of a heart attack. Okay, do you know who bugs me? Bran. Bran bugs me. I know he's been through a lot and he's seen a lot, but he is such a... He's dull. He's just dull and emotionless and lifeless. Oops. And he doesn't hug his sisters back, and that really bugs me, or any of his siblings. He just, I guess that leaves John. But you know, he just sits there and lets them hug him and lets them be emotional about being together again, and he just kind of stares off into space. Come the dragon baby, saving the day. I hate that one gets killed, though, and I know it gets a drug under too, and I can't watch that. There are just parts of this series that I cannot bring myself to watch. Nothing with horses in battle. Okay, we're almost done. Look how cute this is. I'm dying. It's adorable. It's better in person than it's looking on film. Camera, whatever. I need a egg stand. It sort of works, but it's going to leave marks. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not really. Okay, sort of. Oh, geez. Whatever. Okay, I think this could be our last. Oh, he's slipping into the water. Oh, I can't. Oh, Sir Jorah, I love her so much. It's sad. Oh, John's pissed. Oh, he's got another spear. He's got another spear. Don't stand and stare at him. Oh my gosh, I was just going to ask if you guys could feel how muggy it is. I don't think you can. And if you can, oh my. We need to figure that out. We're rich. It will make us rich. Decided that being rich isn't as appealing anymore. You know, because then you grow up and you realize, I think if I had more money, I'd have bigger debts. And that would suck. I actually don't have debt. I'm completely debt free, but well, that's not true. I still owe a hospital a little bit, but other than that, I'm good. I don't know. Anyway, so I just think about it. If I had more money, then things would be more, the things around me would be more expensive. And I don't know if I could take that pressure. Would it feel that pressure if would it feel like more pressure? Do you know what I mean? I think it would. Because I'm a numbers girl, and I have been for a long time. So I don't know that just disappears suddenly. This is a weird conversation I'm having with myself. Hate debt. I was in debt for a few years, and I tell you what, that is not right. That is so wrong. That will mess with you in every way. I didn't sleep. Oh my gosh, countless nights on the couch in the living room, just going, okay, making numbers go through my head, and no. So dug my way out and promised never to get back there again, and I haven't. So yay. I do think I'd like one of those little mini homes, though, those super small little houses. Oh my gosh, I find myself watching those videos all the time. I think that's just awesome. Especially the ones that, well, most of them I think they're like a trailer, so you can haul them. So it's, summertime, go hang out in Montana. And winter sets in. Pick up your house and drive south. And I guess that's what a lot of people do, especially retired people. But for some reason, it's more appealing in those little small house. To me, anyway. Tiny house. That's what they're called. Some of them are so adorable and cozy. And I'm surprised that I like them because I'm claustrophobic. But I think they're awesome. And I'd love to build my own. I don't want to buy one. I want to build it. So many ideas. And I'd have to have certain things that other people would have absolutely no interest in. So, yeah, it would have to be built. All right, I switched. Let me go see what's going on. Oh, Daenerys waiting for Jon. She thinks he's dead. Very sad. The life expectancy for the people in this movie is short. And I'm always wondering, like, when they go somewhere, like when Jon went to, where did he go? Dragonstone. And it's like, okay, so you sail by boat. How long does that take? Well, and first you got to get to the ocean, get to the water. So you got to ride there or walk. So I'm always thinking about the timeline on this movie. Jon Snow is tough as nails. Took a knife in the heart. He's frozen to death. Hated and mocked by his family growing up for nothing more than being born. Really disappointed in Catelyn Stark for that. Really disappointed in her. We're almost done, guys. Look at this. Might need a few more. I don't know. Uh-oh, Sansa found the faces. And she just holds them and looks at them. I'd be for throwing them down. And maybe screaming. Yep, I'm gonna need to cut a couple more. Oh, I think he's home. Nope, he's not. Okay, this is going to be in the last one, you guys. my gosh, everything's sticky still. Oh, sorry you get to hear me complain over and over, but I'm just not used to working with this stuff when it's humid. It's a fight to the death. I swear, I usually don't come out on top. Okay, I'm rolling this out on a hard surface right here, just because I want it super thin. I'm not going to use a ball tool at all. And I like cutting it over here better than cutting on the foam. If I tried cutting on the foam, the edges would be they'd be ridiculous. I wouldn't have edges. I don't know how many I need. I don't need very many more. I've been playing with this fondant all day. Fondant gum paste mix. I didn't mention that. This is about 70-30. 70 gum paste, 30 fondant. And it's starting to it gets a little grainy feeling. It sounded like granny. Grain-y. Like sandy feeling. That's when you know you need to throw it away and get some fresh stuff, because it'll just, you're not going to get a good end result. But since this is just a mock-up, I don't care right now. Oh yeah, these are our last ones. Really? Come on, you want to live here. It'll be a happy life. Don't be running away. It's getting late. Maybe more clumsy than usual, and that's scary. Okay, we're done. Behold the baby blue dragon egg. Okay, these have become way too laid down. And that is because I've just handled it so much. So I need to just give these guys a little bit of life. Just a little. Aren't you a stubborn one? Okay. Okay, guys, I think we have a winner. These are going to be adorable on the cake. Okay, they look like a ball on screen. They're not. They're egg-shaped. Okay, winner. Using the small petal cutter, very thin mixture, and layer them deep. Okay, all done. Tomorrow I'll start on the real thing and also work on Renly Baratheon's crown. I messed with it off and on today and wasn't happy with anything that was happening. So I'm going to have to put a lot of work into it tomorrow and get that done. I mean, they looked cute. I made 3 of the crowns and it looked cute. Oh, and I made Marjorie's, and Marjorie's turned out really cute. But yeah, I'm going to try it again. I'm yawning. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do crowns. We'll do the real thing of these, and then we'll do crowns tomorrow. All right? Have a good night, everyone, and be safe.